Hello, my beautiful co-creators. Lilou here. I'm in Holland, near Utrecht, in Soest.
Yes, Soest. Soest.
Soest. We're here at Nibiru. I'm with the founder of Nibiru.nl. That is a huge Dutch website with over 1.5 million unique visitors a month, and they're revealing a lot of information. It started with UFOs, but on New World Order and on what's going on. You're very passionate about bringing the truth, and I know. And that's what I love about Dutch people is that you're really passionate and you want to make it happen, and this is your mission, and nothing really is going to stop you.
No, nothing will stop us. No, we are on a train and it's moving on and it's going faster and faster. Yeah. And we are seeing it now, and especially it's because we have the people have now the possibility to vote on us. We have a possibility to be in the government, and that's very special, because we are not there for political reasons, but to bring the energy and to bring the knowledge what is on our side. Yeah. And we are, what we say in Holland, klokkenluiders. We are ringing the bell about a lot of things like radiation and vaccination and everything what's wrong. But also give the people possibilities to the solution. I think that's important. Yeah.
I want to thank you and your team for sharing some of the interviews I did in Belgium and on the Juicy Living tour. Thank you. I really feel this this help and this exchange, and is that part of the values that you have within Nibiru, to help and to co-create all together in this world, because you receive a lot of information from your viewers. You seem to be really co-creating.
Yes, that's what we are doing together. Yeah. And first, when we started, it was just a small club, in the north of Holland. But now we are. Yeah, everywhere there are people located who know about Nibiru, but it's more about the knowledge. We give people the knowledge, and they can make the free choice what they do with it. And a lot of people, they use it, and I'm very happy.
So you started this how long ago?
Actually, I started already in 1985. 85, yeah.
And you tell us about where you were at in your life at that time, and why you decided to create this website, and why is it called Nibiru as well?
Well, that's a long story. Yeah. It's not okay. Well, when I started in 1985, I started with a UFO disclosure office, and at that time I was owner of a few shops. I was selling clothes to children, women like you, and jeans and all that kind of things. But and I was always also my whole life I was interested in what's going on in the air. I was interested in planes. I like to fly, so I like to be a pilot. But I started with clothing shops, and in 1992 I made a decision to stop. And I started already a company, Aviation Art, and I was on many airfields, and I was talking to pilots, and I was interested in flying, but I also was this UFO disclosure office, so I discovered a lot. In 1992 I sold my shops, and I started Aviation Art, and I told my parents. They said, "You're crazy."
Because by then you were sure that you had the confirmation and the information that UFOs existed.
Yes, at that moment I had it, but I like to find the proof. So I stopped with my shops. My parents said, "You're crazy," because you had a lot of money at that time. Everything was going well, but money was not my value. Is that a good word for it? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. And I was looking for the proof, Have you any problems with?
Yeah, we have the little children that are playing. We're doing a little interview. Thank you. Thank you for letting us do the work right now.
Yes, that's true.
So cute, full of energies.
So anyway, the air was pulling to me, there's something more, I have to know it. And in 1992 I sold the shops, and straight away I went to Kuwait. It was very rare that I was there because of a friend, and I was standing on an air show in Dubai, and it was right after the first war in the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, and I heard a lot about technology, what was used over there, and especially I heard about technology, what they can use to change your brain, your consciousness, and that was something. It triggered me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It triggered you.
It triggered me. You know, what's crazy what I heard. It was shocking. I was at that time also on the highway to hell, and I saw it was the last road from Kuwait to Basra in Iraq, and I saw the mess what was happened over there, and it was terrible. So
but you were shocked by the information that was revealed to you, like what?
Well, I heard information that soldiers, Iraq soldiers, they put them in some box, and they did something with frequencies, and they can use they can change the consciousness, and they bring it back that they attacked each other like rats. You know, I think that's. And then I discovered more and more and more on the airfields from military people, because I was already this UFO disclosure office, and of course police people, military people, they came to me and told me that there is much more, you know, that we know.
But like what? Because I think it's important to give the details now, and I know you put it to the site, and people can dig more, but let's talk about some of those things, because obviously since then you have had much more proof of it.
Yeah, there was too much proof, actually, you know, and it for me, I was really very open to this whole UFO thing at a moment, and then the UFOs, they came to the north of Groningen, and we saw them, every day, a lot, and what we never we were not aware of the thing that they actually were there for us, to give us protection and to give us information on a telepathic way. Sometimes we said things and we didn't know how, where it came from. And then we felt some energy, and we hear from people from our small village that they saw UFOs again. So further, we were ringing the bell about a lot of techniques, about mind control, about HARP, about chemtrails, all these things, and then we brought it till 2002 to the media, to the politicians, to everything, and nobody was reacting, because they have their own agenda, you know, and we find it out. And then we started our own press office. And
and since then you have collected a lot of information.
It's unbelievable. We had millions of reactions, millions, and we have spoken 10,000 of people in the last 26 years. Every week we 200-300 visitors are here in Soest, and they bring stories and experiences. And now I know in Holland there are between 10 till 15 and maybe more people who have contact. So Holland is very special, and that was one of the things I discovered too. Because of Nibiru, I met a lot of people, and of course I know about reincarnation. But then I met people who knows their former lives. They could tell everything about it. And because I also was, UFO disclosure office, there came people to me, and now I know they weren't from here. This information they give to me, the way they look, the way they feel, the way I never saw them again. So I saw them physical too, and they learned us a lot. And what we learned from them is the reason that we are sitting here still now in Soest with Nibiru, because they give us techniques that we can use against all the negative things what they send to us. We are very happy with our friends above and also in our earth.
Yeah, because one of those technologies is really that you found in ancient, in books, medicine books
Yes.
that were before the Second
Yes.
World War,
Yes.
that showed really clearly the vortexes of energy coming from up and from down. So it's coming
Yes.
from down and also from up. Describe it.
Yes, this is a this is from 2,000 to 3,000 years old. It's somewhere from India. I'm a little bit surprised about the pens, you know. But okay, but we found this this picture of this drawing in a book of the university in Leiden here in Holland, and yeah, when we saw this, it triggered. It was triggering something, you know. You look at something, and then you think, hey, what I saw after the Second World War about chakras and so, all the colors and all the things. There is something missing. These two vortexes. And when this is a vortex, then actually you have to feel it, because there is more energy.
So tell us about that, because this is, you feel, how do you call it? How do you call this?
Vortex. This is a
Yeah,
vortex.
but how do you call this whole thing?
Oh, this is our whole how we can rechange our field and our cells and our DNA directly.
Yeah, I thought there was a certain name that you gave it that nobody else, like you're even surprised. You were telling me how this has not been revealed before.
Yes, that is very surprising for us. Yeah. This has to do with the Schumann Resonance.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
The Schumann Resonance, together with this drawing, is for us the key, and for us the way to get all the information we want. When we use vortexes, higher energy like this to our crown chakra, and we let it flow, and of course together with our intention of a new, peaceful, wonderful, loveful world, because that's very important. Your intention, what you have in your heart. So we are filling our heart the whole day with these energies. We have this fully open and let it flow, and this creates this field around us, and that gives us all the protection and all the information we want, because we are always connected to the ships, to our friends up in space, and to our friends also in the inner earth. Because we use these vortexes also to bring our energy to the places where we want. And the way they explain this to us and how we can use it is beautiful. And this is the knowledge that we like to give to everybody on earth. And what is very strange for us is, a lot of our colleagues, we are trying to connect with them. We like to share this with them about the Schumann Resonance and what we find out, how we can work with the energy and protect ourselves. I think everybody has to know, especially in this world of mind control, of all the crazy things what they try to do with us. Is it important that you give back the knowledge what is stolen from us? But because after the Second World War, it was this special drawing, I never saw it back, only in the books of, I think it was Brennan. Is it a little bit clear? Because
Yes. But
I'm thinking.
you're translating.
Okay, yeah. And there is a lot of emotion for me
Why?
when I'm talking about this, because this is so important. And it's not because I find it out, but I know lots of Dutch people, they came to us, they find it out how to work with this and how they feel now. They can, they have control about their own system.
Because this acts as a protection, right? Protection field.
Yes, fully.
And that's important, because if there is, if we're in the fear, if we're in fear, then or have doubts, then there is ways that for you we get attacked.
You can always open all your chakras. You know, there are little vortexes, little wheels, and that's okay. But you have to feed your fields of your system with the energy. What is always aanwezig. What is always there, you know. And what we are doing, we are bringing, with our consciousness, we go to the inner sun, you know. And when you go with your consciousness to the inner sun, there is a connection, a feeding of that energy. There is a line we don't see, but the energy is there. And this is not only energy, it's also consciousness. It's what is in the field, what is... And
So it's
all the other dimensions who are flying around here on the air, on land, in the air and in the sea is, you can connect with them. To our dolphins, to the whales. It's beautiful.
And through you're also saying that the root chakra is one that is often blocked, you find out, and is essential one to activate?
Yes, that's one. I like to talk about this. Of course, the how you call that?
The root chakra.
Oh, yeah, the root chakra. Yeah, we have of course a Dutch word for this. It's most of the people, they don't know that you can feel the root chakra. And of course, when you talk about the root chakra, then you have to talk about subjects like the earth, the connection with the earth, or sexuality. So when we try to bring this drawing into practice, that's what people have to do, not only see a drawing, but bring it into practice. Then we were talking about what are you feeling when you have an orgasm? What actually is a G-spot? As a man also has a G-spot. Can you feel it? Why I can't? And so we tried it out, so to bring it open. And then was really something happening. The energy came into our body. And the energy gives us information and gives us connections to other realities, to other dimensions.
And we amplify our intuition, our skills, our talents, the telepathic, our potential, our universal connection.
Everything is there. And actually, it's now 2012. We are a little bit late. So I can tell the people it will be beautiful to find it out. Because what we find out in 2002, we could not tell this to who. Nobody was.
But now more and more people are coming to you and are coming out in Holland and everywhere around the world. This is happening, and this is a reality.
This is reality. Yeah.
You're not alone.
We are not alone, and I'm so happy for all these people who were living so many years in isolation, and now they can be happy again. And they can enjoy what they know. They can let the energy flow. And that's what we see, what is happening. Yeah. So what I'm talking about is, for many people, it's really understandable. I know. Yeah.
The part of the Illuminati's job was to actually repress that energy, that information, so that we did not open our potential and we don't become the magnificent beings that we are. Why? Why did they want to do that?
Well, of course, they like to keep their powers, and it's not possible anymore. We always have seen that companies who were connected with the Illuminati were our visitors from the beginning. So you can imagine what they sent to us in energies from a lot of low levels. We find out what love is, how beautiful it is, and how you can protect your whole system with it, and also bring the right knowledge to the Illuminati, because they know about telepathic ways, they know also about this. So is it possible for us to make contact with them and tell them you're on the wrong way? For some people it's not, they don't believe us, but we did, with a group of people in the north of Groningen. And so we were connected to the dimensions of the Illuminati, but also to love and love in different ways from all these powers who are around us and who are helping us. That the Earth is still here, it's because of our friends in the whole universe, in all the other higher dimensions, and they did a lot for us. There is really an intervention. And of course we have a lot of proof. When you speak to thousands of people, not for a year, but for 26 years, then everything is clear.
Did their intervention change, do you find out, over the years?
Oh yeah, of course it changed. It brought me a lot of luck. Money, I don't like. Your book.
But he's referring to my book. I had no money and I liked
nothing,
it.
Money is terrible. Of course we have to work with this. We have to pay a rent, all the things. We have to do these things. There's part you play in the third dimension, but of course everything was changing for me when I get this connection. And I get the right information, what directly vibrates with my heart.
How do we know? Sometimes our imagination can go really well. How do we know sometimes when we start doing that as a first contact, as a first experience? Because some people see ships, but some others don't. And how do we know whether it's the imagination that is at work or if it's real?
Oh, that's... I feel it always when people come to us and tell their story. You can always, when somebody is open, of course, you bring the story not only in what you are talking, but also in your energy. And of course, yeah, we learned what is real and what's not real. So it's very easy actually to find out what is real and what isn't real. And for the about your question, yeah, sometimes when people are in a also in a higher state of vibration, then you have the possibility to see more. But there are a lot of ships around us who are really to see everybody can see this, and what you are doing is when you see something, try to connect and show your love and show your intention to make contact. And when you show your love, then you also create a field around you takes energy pushes negative energies away from it. Oh God.
No, because we get a little bit confused. No, you're doing good. You're so doing good. He hasn't done any English interviews for 15 years. You're doing good.
Years. No, I did not.
10 years.
10 years, yeah.
But this is important.
But I don't care.
Thank you.
I hope it's clear. You know.
I understand. We understand. Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, they approve. How do we distinguish all that? Because there is some people that say, and you have come across this information, that there's people that do mind control, or there's some other entities playing some other games. So we might think that we're in contact with some great entities, but in fact not.
Yeah, a lot of people, they have to listen, especially to themselves. You know, there is a lot about channeling, and I know a lot of people. They think they are channeling with wonderful creatures. They are talking about it. I'm talking to this. I'm talking to them. But I always have to listen to yourself. Is it correct? What I feel. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people, because of all these techniques they created on this world, they had a possibility to bring false information. And I saw it, and we see it really a lot.
Tell us about some of those techniques to change appearances, or what are we talking about?
The only technique when you like to have a very good channeling, actually, is to open all your vortexes, your whole system, and especially open your heart and the full intention that is for all of us. Mm-hmm.
But my question was more
the way of channeling. That's not really a kind of channeling. It's very different. It's more real. There is a lot of difference between. Yeah. But I only like to say, people take care. Mm-hmm. Listen always to yourself, what you know, what are your experience, all this kind of things.
My question was more, what are some of the techniques they use or that is being used by them, if we can say them, to mind control or to make us think that it's somebody else, or it's we think we're talking to a person but not. I mean, tell us.
Yeah, of course. We saw it a lot in the last 10 years, that I know people for a long time, but they changed in a few days. You know what, the Illuminati, they also used this picture. We try to make it heal, to heal ourselves, but the Illuminati try to make holes in our system. And they did it, actually, they did it very well for a long time. Now, I'm happy, it's changing the other way. But it did a lot to people. I saw since 1995, I saw the consciousness of people was going down. It was only about money. There was no connection anymore with the nature, especially in the towns. And when you was talking about there's more in universe, you're crazy. You know, I saw this. So it's.
Mm-hmm. Why is it called Nibiru?
Well, Nibiru, it's called Nibiru. Nibiru is a planet. It was supposed he was passing the Earth in May 2003, but it wasn't come. It stopped, and that's crazy. But what Nibiru did, that he brought us now the consciousness and the intentions from the planet. So what is Nibiru? We give now the intentions of what is Nibiru now at this time to the people. Mm-hmm. And Nibiru is now also the base for the Galactic Federation. So many ships are traveling between Nibiru and here, and I'm hoping that we will see it very quick.
Reappear.
I can tell a lot of people who still have the fear that the next passing of Nibiru will be destruction. It's not true. I know a lot of people have this fear still, because of I'm looking for a word. When it passed the last time, you know, and the time before that time, and that time before the time, there were changes on Earth. Yeah. So, of course, some people have this fear.
Yeah. And there is the fear to lose it all, to come out and to be seen as crazy also. You lost all the money that you had, you invested everything in Nibiru, you dedicated your life to this, but a lot of people are stuck in their lives and say, yeah, but I can't do this, I need to pay my bills, and there is in this kind of matrix still, because it feels like at some point we step out of the matrix and we say no to the whole system.
Sometimes we step out of the matrix, because I worked with hundreds of people from all parts of Holland and Belgium, and a lot of people like to be here for always. But of course, they have children, and they have a wife, and they have families, and these families, they think he's crazy or she's crazy. But now it's changing. It's getting bigger. People can talk about this, and especially here. And now I see hundreds of people I see here every week, and that is what we want. Connecting, bring knowledge in the open.
Mm-hmm. That's your intention?
Yeah, so people can make a free choice. They don't believe, it's not necessary to believe me. It's better to don't believe me. Mm-hmm. Just find out and find your own.
Mm-hmm. Free energies, possible very soon?
Yeah, for sure. It's there already. Of course, it's still hidden by the great corporations, but there is a lot is going on here in Holland. A lot of people are working on it, and I don't know how long it will take, but we will drive a car in a few months maybe, with water, and we have full. Every human being has the possibility to use free energy again. Something is going on this world. There is an intervention. There is connection with other dimensions, with other realities, and they bring us a lot of information, and it's coming out.
So I really hear your main message, and what is really in your heart is that you want that we open up to other dimensions, that we so that we can communicate with them, receive the information, the healing that are needed, and move forward all together. So you're calling universal connection, not just planetary.
No, I always say when I have a presentation, I always talk also about the Mayas and say one sentence. The Mayas told us this is the time that all dimensions will come together. And a lot of people don't realize it yet because it's not in the open. But that is what is happening at the moment. I hope that's a good answer for this question.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for your time, Anton. Thank you for doing this interview and being interviewed.
I hope it's understandable.
Yes.
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 But because this was an interview, it was going very deep about some things.
I wish I had even more details, but I'll
well, we will meet each other again, for sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Much love.
Relax.
Much love, my beautiful co-creators from Holland.
Yes.
They're shaking it up here.
And come to Soest.
Come to Soest. Yes, and wherever you are around the world, there's so many initiatives right around where you live, whether it's in Holland or in Africa or Asia. It's happening. It's happening. All those videos are showing you every day that there's so many people waking up. We have to start bringing it all together and just awaken our potential. This is the time. Thank you.
Let it see. Yeah, show it. show what you want.
Yeah.
And look a little bit to the future and see in your heart how you want it.
Yes. And do what feels right. And always checking inside, I think it's very important.
And keep your energy high.
Yeah. Hop, hop, hop. Much love.